Dr. Ibrahim is one of Africa's most well-known philanthropists and businessmen. In 1998, he founded CelTel International, a telecoms company that brought mobile communications to millions of people across the African continent. In 2006, Dr. Ibrahim launched the Mo Ibrahim Foundation to support good governance and leadership in Africa. He's received a whole host of awards and has been featured by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. On behalf of the Business Call to Action, I am pleased to welcome Dr. Ibrahim today. Dr. Ibrahim, thank you so much for being with us here today, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you. I'd like to start by talking about the many different roles that you've taken on. As the founder of CelTel and the head of the Mo Ibrahim Foundation, you are known as one of Africa's most well-known business people and a leading philanthropist. How and in what respects are these two roles complementary?
I think they're very complementary because both are really about development. Africa needs infrastructure. Infrastructure is obviously essential for development. And CelTel was a very useful tool for that. It's really connected Africa, enabled businesses, improved the social fabric, quality of life for people, etc. So that helped a lot in the development. I mean, studies show that with every 10% increase in penetration of telephony, GDP grows by probably 1.8%. So it is a real engine for development, really. The foundation really is, the whole story about the foundation is how we need to take Africa forward, how to develop Africa.
Indeed. Dr. Ibrahim, in your travels across the world and from your various meetings with numerous business leaders, would you say that you see more and more businesses trying to link profit-making with development outcomes?
I think there is a great progress made here. I mean, business people are realizing more and more that we cannot succeed when our societies are failing. Right. We are part of the society, and we only prosper in prosperous societies. Let me state clearly here, the main objective of business is profit. This is a fact. We have to acknowledge it. Businesses are not charities. So let's not confuse the two. We expect business to really work for profit. The fact that they're investing and creating jobs, they are creating wealth. And that's important for development. We say thank you very much. Do that ethically. Continue to do that ethically. We don't ask you to turn from business to charity. That will not happen and unrealistic. So let us be clear here. We expect business people to work for profit, for the development of their own businesses, and in doing that, they help really development of all the poor countries. All what we ask them is to do that with a clear social conscience and clear ethical principles. That's not difficult.
So businesses can still maintain their focus on the bottom line,
absolutely,
but also conduct themselves in a responsible and ethical manner.
Absolutely.
And do you think this shift is a mere trend, or would you say it's more of a fundamental change in awareness in the way businesses conduct themselves?
I think in general, there is more awareness around us. 20 years ago, when we were trying to invest in Uganda, for example, one of our partners, really very respectable American blue chip company, was talking to the board members, and they said, we cannot invest in Uganda because Idi Amin is running the country, and we cannot invest in a country run by a dictator. But then I said, look, Idi Amin left the country 15 years ago. None of them knew that. Things have changed. We are more aware now, thanks to this age of communications, internet, what you're doing yourself. We are more aware now.
Dr. Ibrahim, through your foundation, you've been working to support and promote corporate governance as part of a framework for economic growth. From your experiences in starting and running your own business, did you run into issues where a lack of transparency or poor governance hurt the growth of your business?
Of course. transparency is an important issue, really, for business, etc. We always insisted on an open and transparent tendering process for awarding cellular licenses run by World Bank or by reputable institutions. And I recall our board would not approve our entrance in any market unless we have demonstrated clearly how we obtain the license. And so that's important. I must say here really that the issue of transparency and corruption is a subject which really involves two key players, governments and businesses. In many cases, we focus on corrupt government officials. But business also has a role to play here, because for every corrupt politician, there is a dozen corrupt business people also. And we really need good governance, both in business and in governments. And that's something we really need to shed some light on.
So what value would you say, Dr. Ibrahim, does an initiative such as the Business Call to Action bring to companies that are investing in pro-poor, inclusive business approaches?
I think it is a wonderful initiative, really wonderful initiative, because it really brings business people into this. Because some years ago, when I talked to the NGOs used to have this sensitivity, this problem with business. They assume business are exploiting people, damaging the environment, greedy people, just running after profit, destroying everything in the process, etc. That view is changing now. And business people are not monsters. They're not devils. They're human beings. And many of the mistakes are just made because people don't know. And by increasing the awareness and the knowledge, etc., we are really bringing the business community right in the heart of this massive human process taking place in pushing our planet forward and our people forward. So it's time really for business people to become concerned, to become aware, become involved in what's going around them. And they also need to act and to ensure that their companies are run properly, have proper corporate governance.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Dr. Ibrahim, it's been absolutely a pleasure to speak with you today, and thank you for having this dialogue with us and for your expert insight.
It is my honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. In London, this is Shivvy Jervis. Thank you for watching.